Well, just days after demanding answers from city leaders about how to stop young people from getting involved in crime, a community activist center is shut down for an inspection. Riel Creighton joins us live with why he says he's suddenly being scrutinized. Riel?
Well, Mary, he is somebody who has spent more than 20 years working in his East Baltimore neighborhood to turn the lives of kids around. But suddenly, he said, he is under close examination, and he believes it's tied to something that he said on Fox 45 News just days earlier.
The William L. Adams.
Munir Bahar doesn't use the word retaliation, but calls it more than coincidence.
Some people may not like me calling that responsibility out.
Slapped on the door of his under construction community center, the stop work order that came after a surprise inspection.
2 days after I get off the air, citing that elected officials should be responsible or are responsible for the failures of our young people, that now I'm under scrutiny for some expired permits.
New eyes on this building he'd been raising for over 2 years. Questions never asked, he says, until this.
Especially the leadership in Baltimore.
Bahar on Fox 45 News Sunday in the wake of a 19-year-old shot by police, who BPD said hit an officer with a car. The suspect who lived, Bahar identified as one of his own, among the dozens of teens he mentors. For the circumstance, he publicly blamed himself, but also city leaders.
That story is an example of what's happening throughout Baltimore on a daily basis. Young men and women getting into trouble, steering towards crime because they're being failed.
For a building Bahar has given his all to, funding donation by donation, piece by piece, he acknowledges they couldn't afford the proper commercial permit. Right now it's residential, but progress interrupted on the very thing he says is meant to lift children off the streets.
We are living in a war zone. It speaks to the misalignment of priorities in this city. You speak out against folks, people try to use their power.
Now, obviously, this is a very difficult thing to prove, but Bahar points to other developments, he says, that are also in his neighborhood, many of them crumbling, he says, that are not under the same kind of examination, and in fact, he says, never have been. Meantime, we did reach out to the Department of Housing tonight to find out what prompted the inspection of his building. We left a message. We're still waiting to hear back. Reporting live tonight, Riel Creighton, Fox 45 News.